Hi guys, it's Tom here from Tom and Harry SMMA. Now in this next video, I'm going to show you how this guy here, Dan Pena, says you're 2,000 cold calls away from getting rich. Now yes, making 2,000 cold calls in your SMMA is going to have a massive impact on your business. But how do you track it? How do you stay on top of it? Well, I'm actually in this video going to show you the exact method that we teach our students, and I'm going to give it away for free. So let's get into the video. Right guys, so let's just get straight into my Mac and I'm going to show you exactly the tracking tool you need. So when you're making 2,000 cold calls, which believe me, you will win clients, you'll make appointments, it will change your SMMA. Now, to make 2,000 cold calls, you need to be pretty fucking organized, guys, okay? I'm going to show you now what we give our students for free as part of our academy. We're going to drop it in the description on this channel, okay? So you can go and download it. Now, what I would say is, how do you get 2,000 leads in the first place? First of all, you want to get on D7 Lead Finder, okay? I'm not going to go into it in detail in this video because it's not what this is about, but go on d7leadfinder.com. You can type in a keyword such as landscape gardeners, whatever. Choose a city, so put in Sydney or Manchester or wherever. Hit get leads and it will bring up a whole bunch of leads for you, okay? Once you've done that, you need a place to put them and you need to organize it. Now, if you're at the beginning of your SMMA, right, you're not going to be able to afford all these softwares such as Pipedrive, okay, Monday.com, Go High Level. You know, there's lots of things that you're going to need as an expense for your business, but when you haven't got any clients yet, that you really want to keep that to a minimum. So I'm giving you something now for free that you can have and use. You're welcome. So let's have a look. If I go into it here, it is an Excel spreadsheet. Okay, now in this Excel spreadsheet, let me just move myself over. I have got all my leads. There are 3 tabs here. Okay, let me just pull that back. There we go. So we've got 3 tabs. One is called CRM Pipeline. Now that is where you are going to record all the outcomes of your calls. Okay, and I'm going to show you. Then we have the cold calling tracker. This keeps a track of every single cold call you have made. So at the end of the week, you know exactly how many cold calls you've made, how many of those have been booked meetings, okay, and how far against your target you are to 2,000. Like Dan Pena says, 2,000 cold calls will make you rich. Well, it depends what you class as rich, but you're gonna be successful if you make 2,000 good cold calls, okay? Then in the final tab here, we have leads. So when you go on D7 Lead Finder, you wanna drag all your leads into this section here. Okay, drag them in. Once you've done that, you want to then start calling them. You start ringing them, okay, and you're then going to input in here the outcome. So let's say we've called someone, okay, and we're going to class that it was a good call, we're happy with it, we're going to put warm in there. There's some work to do, you know, they said, yeah, we're interested, but, you know, call back another time, whatever the outcome is. You're going to put warm. Now, you can actually put hot. If it's hot, it will go green. Warm, it will be orange. And if it's cold, but still needs some work, and it's a good lead, but you're just not there yet, you're going to put it as cold. Obviously, cold is blue. So you can then really keep a track of exactly what's going on. You put the business name in here. Tom Ford PLC, that's me, whatever. Niche. Now, in here, I've just selected some niches for you. You can add this and change it, but if it's an e-commerce client, if it's a cosmetic dentist, a gym, a yoga studio, landscaping, spa, aesthetics, other, whatever it is in there. Like, you can put a whole bunch more in there if you want. Just go on YouTube and figure out how to amend this cell. I'm not going to show you that, but you can just put other for most things, okay? You want to put their website in there, the Facebook page or Instagram URL, their phone number, okay? Now, if you've spoken to a person and you've got the name of the contact that you need to speak to, you're going to chuck it in here, guys. So put their name, their email address, and any direct dial. If they don't have a direct dial, just leave it blank. That's fine. Then you're going to put here initial contact, okay? How you have reached out to them. It doesn't always have to be cold calling. So I know I've said 2,000 cold calls, but really 2,000 attempted outreaches will be a massive difference for you. So we're going to go phone or whatever. You know, I've got some drop downs there. Email, Insta DM, Messenger, WhatsApp. They're probably our preferred choices. Upwork isn't in there, but you can again figure out how to amend that cell and just change it. Then we've got the outcome. All right, so you can put here no answer, call back, not interested, interested. Okay, this over time will build up. Okay, then you put the date you contacted. So you can put here the 21st of September, and then you can put meeting booked, yes, with Jim, right? Whatever it is, okay? And any further notes go in this section here, okay? Over time, you will, if I drag this, like you'll fill this up, and some will be hot and some will be warm and cold and whatever. Like you can just fill it through, you know, and over time it'll become very colourful, but you'll have a snapshot of what is going on within your agency, and you're not even paying for a software. Fucking mental. So that is the CRM pipeline tab in the spreadsheet. The cold calling tracker is the gold. So if you're ringing, you need to keep a track of how many calls you've made. Some days you're going to make just 10. Some days you might make 100. You need to know the average of the week, dude, because to get to 2,000 cold calls, that takes 20 weeks, okay, of calling 100 people a week for 20 weeks. Okay, let's get into it. So week 1 is here. Cold call 1, cold call 2, 3, 4, etc. You can see it running at the top there. I've made a cold call, spoke to Jim, it went okay, he wants me to call back. So I put a C in there, and then I go into here and I document it, okay? What you then do is then you get onto your next cold call, and actually we speak to Michael, and Michael, we have a meeting booked, he's keen. So in it goes green, okay? And again, it goes into the pipeline tracker here. You're getting all your leads from your system there, okay? And then we go back to the cold call tracker. Then, you know, you make another cold call. So you're keeping a track. Yeah, it didn't work out. No answer. Then you get another one. No answer. Then you get another one. You speak to the gatekeeper. She's a bitch. So you move on. Okay, fine. Then you get another cold call. And then you get another one. And you speak to a really nice lady or a man. And he's like, love it. Call back. Perfect. So you put it in there. As you go, you can see that this is becoming quite colourful. Again, and now, you know, this looks very good. Obviously, if you book three meetings in your first 9 calls, you're laughing. But if you look at this, it gathers over time, all right? And if I just spread that out over that, you know, let's just put some random ones in here. Okay, let's just fill this entire week up. Let me drag that across, just so it copies and pastes it. Not there, Tom. Hang on. Okay, so let's just say we call in the week, we make our 100 cold calls. Let's chuck a few MPs in here because you're going to get meetings booked, which is what the MP is for. All right. And let's put one there. So that's saying in a week, how many meetings have we actually got booked? If we go down here, it tallies it for you. Okay. So week 1 target is 100, of course, because you need 100 cold calls a week. Or outreaches for 20 weeks. So in that week, I achieved 100. The deficit is 0 because I've met the target, so I'm 100% of target. Meetings booked, 7. So it's counting how many meetings I've booked. So if you look here in your CRM pipeline, you should see 7 meetings booked with notes and the date and all that shit in there too. Okay? You do this continually over and over for 20 weeks, right? It's going to tell you, let me just move myself out of the way here. It's going to tell you where you are against your target. So we have a target of 2,000 cold calls. We've achieved 100. That means there's a deficit of 1,900. We're 5% there, 7 meetings booked, okay? This will be as a download, okay, in the description. So hit the button on the in the description column, and you can have this on your desktop and you can work through it. If you're cold calling, which I massively recommend you do, you're gonna need something that's gonna keep you on track, that really helps you understand your progress. It's like going to the gym. If you're going to the gym and you're not measuring your weight or what you're lifting, etc., you're not gonna see your progress. This is the same. You need to really document your progress, how many calls you made, because if you get to sort of the end of the week and you've missed, let's take these out here, right? Let's just remove those. And you've missed a big chunk and you're on whatever. This will say to you, like, you know, in your first week, your target was 100 cold calls. We know that. You achieved 64. Therefore, you're 36 away from where you should have been, okay? Which means you only hit 64% of your target for that week. So you can then add it on to previous weeks, and over that whole thing, you'll see roughly where you are. This will track where you are. So this is saying target 2,000. You've got that's the deficit, that's how many you've achieved, what percentage of target you are, and how many meetings you've booked. All right, massively useful. Like I said, it's in the description. Please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We are giving away a lot of free stuff all the time, and we really want to help you succeed in SMMA and digital marketing. So go and check out all the rest of our other videos. There's lots of videos between myself and Harry. I hope you enjoyed this. Okay. Like I said, we do offer mentorship, and we have an incredible academy. So if you are interested in our academy, whether you are or not, we really don't care, but we want you to do well. So we welcome new students. Please, there's also a link in the description with taking you to our academy. Have a look around. If you think it's for you, come on board, and we will help you and mentor you to utter success, which is, and there is a huge amount to be had this year in 2023, and it's a great time to start an SMMA. But in terms of what Dan Pena said, like I said at the beginning of the video, he thinks if you make 2,000 cold calls, you're going to be successful and you're going to be rich. Well, rich is subjective, but will you have a better chance of making money? Absolutely. Is it the route to 10k a month, to 20k a month? Absolutely. So, but you need to monitor it and track it. This is for you for free. Enjoy, and we will see you on the next video.